everybody, it's Amy from Winterwood Studio and welcome to my studio. We have a fun mishmash art studio vlog kind of video this week. I'll give you an update on my leg and what the orthopedic doctor said. And then I've been able to keep making art, which is good. I haven't gone into like an art block or anything. I set up a little mobile art station that I'm keeping in my recliner area in my living room. So I will show you that setup this week. And then I will show you what I've done so far for Art-tober. Today, as I'm filming, is Thursday, October 10th. I think I've done 6 of the 10 days. I'm also working on my illustration class still. I got a little bit behind, but I've been working on that. So Art-tober isn't my only priority. My goal really is to just try to draw at least once every day. And now that I'm talking, the dog is rolling around on the carpet. I don't know. I also did a bunch of swatching. I can't remember what I swatched. I was doing tests and experiments for like illustration. So there's going to be a lot of art, a lot of chatting, some time lapses of some of the stuff I've done for Art-tober. And we should just have a fun couple of weeks in the studio. So grab yourself something cozy to drink. Ignore my dog. Come here, Belle. Up here, up here. There she is. Okay. Now she's not snorting on the carpet. She's in here saying hello. Oh, now she's gonna bark at a squirrel out the window. Alright, so grab yourself something cozy to drink. Come on in and let's have a chat and make some art and enjoy our time in the studio together. Okay, so my dog's still down here. She's hanging out with me for a minute. Quick update on my leg. I did see the orthopedic doctor. The exam didn't go great. She's pretty sure I tore several ligaments, tendons, whatever they are in my knee. She said some of them aren't necessarily surgical and that they can grow back, but some of them cannot. So I have an MRI scheduled in a couple of days. And depending on what that says or not, we will find out if it's the ones that need surgery or not. I haven't started physical therapy or anything like that. We've been waiting on the MRI. Fingers crossed it's not surgery again. For those of you who have been here for a while, you know I just had surgery in March on my shoulder because I tore 2 tendons in that. 2024 has not been the best year for me. But it could always be worse, I guess. So I'm just grateful I am here and able to make art. So that's the update on my knee. I'll try to update you again shortly after I have the MRI next week and let you know what's happening. I think I'm going to move you from here to here now and have my son bring in my, I'll try to tidy up here, have my son bring in my portable art station so that you can see what I'm doing and how I have it set up. And I will link everything that I'm using down below in case you need to set up a portable art station because you're hurt too. Or sick or injured or dealing with chronic illness. So it's actually been kind of like my saving thing. So I'll move you and then show you my whole setup. Okay, so before I move you, actually, this is the portable setup. I wanted to show you the outside of the bag before I open it up and show you everything inside. Sorry, it's really sunny. I can't get to the curtains to shut the curtains, so hopefully the lighting's not too bad. It's a beautiful sunny studio. Not great for videoing. But I wanted to show you the outside of the bag first. So there's like a small compartment up top, and there's one on the side. And then, like, it's a big open thing in the middle. So I am going to, like I said, clear this off and have someone put this up here for me. And we will go through everything I've got in my portable art studio. Okay, so here we are with my portable setup. I think what I might have to do is actually put this down on the floor next to me and take things out to show you as I go. Although, this is just I like to knit too. I'm making some dishcloths. They're my favorite dishcloths to make. I'm gonna put this down on the floor and then take stuff out to show you. Okay, so the first thing I have is this little pencil bag that you'll be seeing in an upcoming video. And then underneath, this is the stuff that I was using to do a specific illustration project. So I've got my Sakura microns. I don't know if I'll be able to link everything below. There's a lot of stuff in here. My favorite mechanical pencil, some pens that I filled up with. They either have the Noodlers bulletproof ink or the carbon black, which neither are totally waterproof, but I've been using. 2 shades of Tombow markers, one in 933 and one in 993. My favorite white gel pen, which is the Uniball Signo, and a PanPastel Faber-Castell pencil. The shade is 132. It's like a light peach, and my kneaded eraser. And then in this upper container, I have lots of paper towels. I have the soft tools for my PanPastels. I'll show you the tips later. A pencil sharpener. I have a ton of water brushes. I don't want to have an open water container. Some of these need to be refilled. I've been using them. I should refill them while I'm over here. I don't want an open container in that recliner. I don't want to spill. So, and then I have the handful. This is all I have for the Faber-Castell Albric Duer watercolor pencils. And a little watercolor palette that you'll be seeing in an upcoming video as well. I can't shut the curtain again, so sorry everybody, I can't get over there with my crutches. And then 2 clips. So this is the main pencil bag. That I'm probably, the stuff in here is what I'm using the most. And then I have also my set of gray Tombow brush pens, and the rest of the Tombow brush pens that I have. And my Derwent drawing pencils, which I think you'll see in this video. I ordered these new as a birthday present to myself. It is my birthday week. And it looked like they came run over, and the tin was all broken and some of the tips were broken, but I can't drive myself to the UPS to return it, so I had to keep it. And then I have some Prismacolor colored pencils in here. Some of these are not light fast. What I did, because I've been working in sketchbooks, I have all the Prismacolor colored pencils. I have the whole set. I generally don't use the light fast ones. In fact, I have them sorted out. But what I went through is I went through and got all the Prismacolor Under the Sea pencils. Like if you buy the Prismacolor Under the Sea set, I've sorted those out and put them in here. The Prismacolor Botanical set, I sorted out and put them in here. And the Prismacolor Landscape set, I sorted out and put in here. And if you notice, I have some that are starred with a 1 star. Those are the ones that are absolutely not light fast. And then 2 stars, those are from only 2 to 15 years for light fastness. And actually, I'm testing those out in my south-facing garage window. They have been up for 1.5 years. And some of them are still doing okay, and some of them are not. So a lot of these are not light fast. But like I said, I'm doing mostly illustration and sketchbook work right now in my recliner, so it does not matter if they're light fast or not. So I figured, why not enjoy using the bright colors and cheer myself up with the bright colors. I also have all my my Caran d'Ache Luminance colored pencils. This is my whole set of them right there. Those are all light fast. And let's see, what else am I using? Some of this stuff I can't show you because it's in an upcoming video, so I can't show you quite everything. I have my whole collection of PanPastels. This is all of them that I own. And then all the tips or whatever down in this bottom container. I can't show you that, but I can show you this. I have my Caran d'Ache gouache for those of you who have been wanting an update. They are still going strong. They're a little dirty and contaminated. Nothing has fallen out of the pan, nothing is cracked. I have taken these out into the woods, into the lake multiple times this summer. They are still going perfectly strong, beautiful. I love these for sketchbook and taking out in plain air. I also have my Caran d'Ache. These are my Caran d'Ache watercolor pencils. The red is downstairs because I was using it to sketch on canvas for an acrylic painting, and I cannot get downstairs to get it. So the red is downstairs. These ones I haven't been using as much as the Faber-Castell ones that I had in here. I think that if I ever buy a bigger set, I probably will buy the Elbrick Duer. These aren't as good as the Elbrick Duer. And then I have the really small set of Neocolor 2s that I have. I should probably put some of the bigger set in here because I do like using them. And I would like to have the bigger set in here, or at least sort some of them out. I might do that this weekend. But I do at least have the smaller set in here that I got before I got the big set. And then, I can't show you that either, but then I can show you the 3 sketchbooks that I have in here. Okay, so this is the 3 sketchbooks that I have. This, I'm gonna try to, so this has really turned into my swatching sketchbook, even though I didn't mean for it to. I don't think there's anything in here but swatches so far. Just a note for those of you who are interested, you'll probably see it later. This Liquitex marker, I am not at all impressed with. It leaked and dried up, and I'm not enjoying this. I don't know if it was a one-time thing, and I just got like a dud, or if they're all bad. I was really disappointed with this. I don't know that I'll buy any more Liquitex. All my poscas are still going strong. I think I might just invest in some bigger poscas. We'll just take a quick flip through here so you can see all my different swatches. I think everything, I have videos for all of these swatches up. This I think you might see in this video. Maybe this will be a giant long swatching video because I just swatched these, and this week, except I didn't film this one. So there will be some swatching coming up, some relaxing swatching. This is my illustration sketchbook, and I can't show you some of this because some of it's for a project and some of it is for the class I'm taking, and we're not allowed to show it. I guess I could show you this page. So this is, it doesn't look like much. But so what this was I was doing a exercise where I had 60 seconds to draw a character and then 60 seconds to have that character doing various things and then 60 seconds to show various emotions. So I only got 60 seconds for each drawing. That's a really good exercise to do. If you haven't done that, I would try doing that. And in pen, no erasing. And then this is, I think I've done all of my Art-tober stuff in here so far this year. So let's go to that if we can get there. So here is Art-tober. This will be coming up in an upcoming video because I did it with some certain supplies. And this one will also be in that same video because I did it with the same supplies. And this, parts of this maybe in that video. And then this one, I don't know if I filmed. If I did, it might be in this video this week. And this I know I filmed, and I'll probably end the video with this. This is PanPastel and a little colored pencil. I'll end the video with this week. So that is everything that I've got in my emergency art kit that I can show you, because there's some secret stuff coming up that you'll see in a video coming up soon. It's waiting for approval now. It's my last sponsored video, and then I'm not taking any more until I find out what's going on with my knee. So why don't we move on to some swatching and some art. As always, the timestamps will be below. I think I forgot to mention that. So if you want to skip around, you can. Okay, so you guys might have seen this in my last illustration haul. I wanted to take a look at this and open it. I'm kind of looking for a art journal, I think, right now. Obviously, between my bad news from my Crohn's doctor and this whole knee injury, I'm feeling mentally not good. So I want to do some art journaling. The asterisk to that is a lot of my art supplies are downstairs in my basement now, because I set up a studio area down there, and I usually would just go down and get them as needed, and I cannot go up and down the stairs. So it's Sunday today. I fell on the stairs Wednesday night. I haven't seen or talked to anyone since the emergency room. I think it might be bad. I think I might have, I don't know, maybe it can heal, I don't know, but I don't know. So I will have to do art journaling with what I can get to up here. I think this might make a perfect little art journal. I like that it's soft cover, I like the square size, and I'm thinking like actual journaling too, not just, look, there's a little pocket. Look at that. What is that? Look at, there's a little booklet in here, you guys. I think, what is this? Huh. Here's the little quality control sticker. Anyway, I'm thinking this would make a good art journal. Yeah. Okay, so actually, you guys, I was just rummaging through my cabinets, and I found this one that I got this summer and haven't opened yet. The paper in this one is going to be a little bit thicker than this, I think. I'm pretty sure. So I am actually feeling very much like I want a real art journal, one where I can do art, but also actually write in it. And I'm thinking this one might be the way to go. So I'm gonna open this quick and see what I think. I was trying to clear a pathway in here so I could just roll around on my on my chair. I don't know, probably no way you can see that on the, nope, I can't get my leg high enough. So yeah, this is thicker. This is gonna be my art journal, even though there's so many pages. This is gonna be my art journal. So I'm going to label it right away. Oh, here comes Mrs. Doggy. Hello, Belle. Hello, Belle. She's right here. I don't think you can see her. I am going to grab, we'll use one of these, I guess. I'm really worried these next few months are going to be super hard. And I just feel like this might help me get through it a little bit. So, let's see. We'll start it October 2024. I'll leave a space, and then down here I'm going to write art journal. There. Okay, let that dry. Okay, so it's Monday, and you're propped up on my pens and pencils because I can't get those of you who saw the video last week, it's Monday and I only hurt my leg last Wednesday. I don't even see the doctor till tomorrow, so I couldn't move the camera to film. So I'm filming bits and pieces of this week, assuming I'm gonna put things together. I filmed Sunday yesterday. I got this out and opened it. I do try to stay in the shot. I do think I'm gonna do some art journaling this week. Today is October 30th, and tomorrow my Art-tober challenge starts. This is supposed to be pink. If you saw the thing on my Instagram, my printer's out of magenta ink. And I cannot get down. It's down low. I can't get down to change it. So apparently if you're out of magenta ink, it comes out green. So I'm going to start this week by taping this into my, it's called my Art-tober sketchbook, but I've been doing bits and pieces of challenges in it since I think 2020. I don't ever do an entire challenge in it because I also will do like full-size pieces quite a bit. But I will tape this in there. I haven't done any planning. My life has been total nutty chaos for weeks now. So since it starts tomorrow, I'm gonna put this in there today and maybe do some planning. And then, like I said, tomorrow, Tuesday morning, bright and early, I'm gonna go see the orthopedic doctor and we'll see what they think about my knee. Okay, you guys, so it's Friday, Friday the 4th, October 4th, and I thought I'd show you my progress for Art-tober so far. So actually, and you'll probably see this in a future video, I actually started this, but I could not sit at this desk long enough to work on it. So I have myself set up in my recliner with a lap desk and a few supplies. And so I actually started with day 2, which was markers and then, let me think, colored pencil, soft pastel pencil, and then wax-soluble crayons. And I'm not saying brands because it wasn't the normal brands. There will be a video coming up with this in it later. So day 1 was a fail. So I started on day 2 and then I went back after I finished this and did this as well on day 2 for whale. This is my printer's out of magenta ink, so it printed out as green apparently, but it's kind of pretty and fallish. And then yesterday I did this. This was, I am trying to only do an hour or less for each thing. I would normally come in and put in a lot more detail with this. I'm gonna just date this quick. So I would have, this is just watercolor with a little gouache and no pre-sketching or anything like that, which is why the bowl looks wonky. But I would normally still want to come in and put in more details, and I'd put a little black gouache over that corner and round things out and all of that, but I had used up my hour, so I was done. So that's where I am for the first 3 days. Today is nostalgic, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I didn't do any pre-planning or pre-sketching, so I'm really just doing it all in the moment each day. And I'm also just using, so this was the watercolor and gouache. I had water brushes. I'm sitting in the recliner, so whatever I'm using over there has to be recliner friendly. So that's where I'm at with that. And then something else I wanted to do today, October is my birthday month and people give me gift cards. I wanted to swatch, I know I want some more poscas, or I should say just, or paint pens, acrylic markers especially. I think I'm gonna be in the chair for a while. I did see the orthopedic doctor and they scheduled an MRI, but as of this moment, she thinks potentially 4 ligaments in my knee are partially torn or completely torn. We won't know for sure until the MRI is done. She said a couple of the ligaments, even if they're almost completely torn, if they're still attached a little bit to each other, they can grow back, but a couple of them don't grow back. So it's really going to depend on what the MRI says, and that's not scheduled for like a week and a half yet. So I asked her if there was any way I could avoid surgery, and she said, never say never, there's always a chance, and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see, fingers crossed. But I know that I'm going to want to pick out some new supplies because my birthday is coming up, and there are going to be some gift cards coming. So I am pretty sure that I would like some more acrylic marker paint pens because, like I said, I think I'm going to be in a chair for a while. Even if I don't need surgery, I'm going to be in this brace probably for 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm going to start by swatching these today. I'm just going to put Posca paint pens, and these are all the same tip. Ooh, what kind of S is that? 1.8 to 2.5 millimeter we'll put. And I do have some doubles because I didn't check. So if I open it and they're not started, we'll know that it's a double. So this is 21 brown. So I'm thinking as far as supplies, it's gonna need to be stuff I can do in my recliner, and fingers crossed it's not the case, but stuff that I might be able to do after surgery. So we'll see. Hopefully that's not the case. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Is that a thing? A saying? So I don't know. I have been talking a little bit with my Patreons. It just seems like it's been 2024 has been a rough year for a lot of people, it seems like. And it doesn't seem like it's just me and my family. If I'm being really honest, like, things have been rough since 2020 for my family. And I know that's not just us either. I don't know what's going on with the world. It just feels like every day is a new crisis, and it is exhausting. So I think this is one of the doubles. Yep. And is this one even? Oh, that one is started. I was trying not to start them if the duplicate was open, but I don't think I did a great job. I was thinking I'd like to try out some different brands of these too. I'm looking at the Molotow, however you say that. And I have this one Liquitex, although I wasn't super impressed with the color. That's not good. I only used it one time. Why would it be dried up? There we go. Sort of. Not really. Well, I'll take care of that when I'm done here. Figure that out. Okay, what next? Let's do this pink. I think that has a little other color mixed in. I don't think that's an accurate depiction. There, that's better. So now I'm worrying about this. I'm not sure why it was cap tight. I feel like it's dried up. Well, maybe I won't be buying any more Liquitex. I used it one time. I'm not sure what to say about that. It was like $15 too. It wasn't cheap. That's very disappointing. Maybe I can get it fixed. I don't know. I never meant for this sketchbook to only be my swatching sketchbook, but somehow it's kind of turned into that. I keep saying I'm going to do something else in here so it's not just swatching, and then I don't. All right. Even though this looks purple, I don't think this is purple. What's this? That's brown. All right, let's move on to, I guess, the greens and the blues. Okay, so there are all my Posca colors. Another thing that I think I might want more of are my Caran d'Ache colored pencils, because they are light fast. So I kind of want to swatch all the colors that I have of those as well, and label them so I don't get any duplicates and I know what I have. Let's see if I can. They're all up here, so hopefully I can just reach them. These are all my Caran d'Ache right here, I think. Just double checking. I think we'll wait for this to dry and then turn the page, because I know I'm going to get more, so I might as well plan ahead. Now, where did I put that marker? Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. It's like, I think the nib is dried out. I used it one time, it was thoroughly capped. I never left it uncapped or anything. That's really disappointing. I don't think I'm gonna get any more of these. The Liquitex, I don't think so. Really, really disappointing. I don't think so. Look at it, it's leaking. Boy, that's disappointing. I normally like Liquitex a lot. That's really disappointing. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry and then maybe we'll come back and swatch the Caran d'Ache pencils. Okay, you guys, so I finally did it and I bought the Derwent drawing pencils, and as hard as this might be to believe, I've already put this, I don't know if you can see how bad it is. The lid won't stay on. It arrived like run over. And I've been banging it with a hammer to try to get it back into shape, and the lid won't stay on. These two pencils were broken off at the tips. I decided to keep it because I can't drive to UPS to return it for a replacement. I may put them in the Graphitint box because the Graphitint pencils are out on my desk. I haven't fully decided yet. I was pretty disappointed. This was Amazon and it was just thrown in a plastic bag. I mean, it's a $50 set. They probably don't think it's that expensive when they throw it in a plastic bag, but I was pretty upset. So I'm going to at least swatch these colors. I don't know if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I've been going back and forth on buying these because it was $50 for 24 pencils. And that's kind of a lot. And then to finally get it and have the box be ruined and two of the pencils broken off and not be able to return it because I hurt my leg, it hasn't been the happiest. Is that how they're supposed to look? Is this pencil damaged? Yes. Are any of the rest of them like that? I don't know. It seems okay. All right, well, we'll just swatch these and see how it goes. Ooh, first impressions is they're very creamy and nice. I'm gonna label these. I'm not sure which week's video I'm gonna put this in or if this is its own video. I just wanted to use them today. It's Saturday and I wanted to use them for my Art-tober. I don't have a whole lot of Derwent products. I have a couple Inktense blocks, 4 I think, and I have the Graphitint set in pencils and then also in the pans, and that's it. I haven't really tried any of their other products. I've been going back and forth on whether I want to get the Inktense pencils or some watercolor pencils. I thought it might be a good addition to my armchair Knee Recovery Art Supplies. I don't feel super comfortable like painting with watercolor with like an open water pot. I know I'd end up spilling it. So I've been using stuff I can use a water brush with, and I thought that might work really well for watercolor pencils or Inktense pencils. I'm pretty sure this is the full line of Derwent drawing pencils. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is. There's only 24 pencils, which is interesting. I don't know if the camera is picking it up at all, but it is super, super windy out there today. It's October 5th. And it's actually supposed to be 70 today, but the high for tomorrow is 48. And we had our first really hard frost yesterday morning. So I really think fall is finally here. This is very late for us. It'll be interesting to see what this winter holds. Our last winter was very mild. Like, we didn't have any snow. We had a couple really cold days. It was negative 35 a few days. But no snow, which is unusual because our average is, I think, 180 inches or maybe 200 inches. We're in a snow belt. We will see what happens this year. This is a very vintagey feeling palette to me. It also has like a fall feel to it to me as well. Yesterday was day 4 of Paint-tober. I did days 1 through 3. And then yesterday, I'm going to complain about Adobe for a minute. But Adobe, I use their editing software. And they have this thing where you sync your clips, it's called. Where they're like synced to the Creative Cloud. And they got rid of it. And all of a sudden now I can't edit anything. It crashes every couple of minutes. It might be because I don't have a ton of memory on my computer. I mean, it's a good computer. It's only a couple years old. It's got a 1 terabyte SSD drive. And then it's got 16 GBs of memory. And I, at the time, thought that was enough for video editing. If I could go back, I'd buy one with 32 GBs now. But I mean, it should be enough, and it's always worked up until now, but now every 2 seconds the editing software is crashing and I have to restart my whole computer and reopen it, and I get maybe another 2 minutes of editing and it crashes again, and it's been super, super, super frustrating. And I had a video, my last sponsored video that I had agreed to do before I decided I wasn't taking on anymore, and I can't get the stinking thing edited to turn in. I finally finished editing it this morning. I had to work on a Saturday morning and I worked late last night. And now it won't render. It keeps freezing when it's time to render. So I don't know, fingers crossed it works this time, but it's been a very frustrating, I don't know. Oh, this one must have got, it's right next to the ones that were, this one must have got damaged too. That's really disappointing for $2 a pencil to just have to waste that much of it. But I've also been focusing a lot on figuring out how to, I don't know, I need to make a change, I think. I need to find a way to be gentler with myself and more forgiving of myself and more flexible, letting things just roll off my back. I don't know. I need to find a way to roll with the punches better because I've been taking a lot of punches and I have not been rolling with them. I think that's going to be something I'm going to be working on the rest of this fall and throughout the winter. I'm hoping to do a lot more journaling, and I already do a fair amount of journaling, but a lot more journaling and art journaling and reflection, and try to figure things out a little bit and see where I can make some improvements, because I don't think that the punches are going to stop, as they say. So I need to figure out a way to deal with them without it being quite such a, I don't know, dramatic problem, I guess. I would not call this chocolate. It says chocolate. I would not call it chocolate. That's more of a raw umber. It even looks like a pale black. Surprisingly, there's not really much for green in here, huh? I mean, these are the closest to green, and I wouldn't, I guess, maybe, but I wouldn't really call them green. Oh, great, I have to draw with this one first. But I do like the palette. There they are, finally swatched. It is a very pretty palette, very muted. Okay, so here I am doing a voiceover. Hopefully I can tweak the volume enough in the editing that it's loud enough to hear. If not, I'll have to come back in and just do captions and some music. I have a new microphone ordered. It's on its way, but it's not here yet. So I've had a lot of people asking how I use PanPastel to sketch in my sketchbook. So I thought I would do a quick time lapse here. This is up in almost real time over on my Patreon for Sketchbook Club, and up just as a surprise video. There's no talking, it's just to watch to learn how to use PanPastels in a sketchbook. But here I've sped this up 1,000%, whereas over on Patreon it's only at 400%, or not even 400%, 200%. So it's just slightly faster than real time, just to cut the length of the video down a little bit. But what I'm doing here is just blocking in all my colors like I would with a painting with the PanPastels. This is done almost entirely with PanPastel. I did use some Derwent drawing pencils at the end and also a white gel pen, but almost everything is done with the PanPastels and just the colors that I have out there. So I didn't even use all the ones that are out, so maybe I used like 6 or 7. I did some mixing on the page as well. You can mix PanPastel, which is really nice. You can mix it right on the page, or you can put a little powder on like a mixing palette, or a even just plain like white copy paper, and you can then mix it up and put it on your piece that you're working on. I've switched over here to the colored pencils, but I do think I go back to PanPastels in a little bit. I don't think that was all I did. I'm just putting in some details and defining some layers. You can put colored pencil over PanPastel as long as you don't have tons and tons of layer of PanPastel. However, it does get harder to put PanPastel over colored pencil because the colored pencil is waxy. I had some soft pastels out there briefly, but decided not to use them. Soft pastel pencils. I think I do have one there, so I guess I am using a few pastel pencils. I think I'm using, that's a colored pencil. I had a couple pastel pencils there, and they were, I'm pretty sure, the Faber-Castell Pitt pastel pencils. And that right there is a Stabilo Carbothello PanPastel pastel pencil. That one is too. I had a lot of fun with this one. I definitely am planning to do more sketching with pastel in my sketchbook. I also sealed this with the Degas fixative, which I do use in my sketchbook. It does darken the colors a little bit. It's not too bad, and since this is a sketchbook, I don't really mind. In general, I don't put fixatives on my pastel pieces that are like nice big pieces because it does darken colors. And even though people say, oh, buy this brand, buy that brand, it won't darken your colors. I've bought all the brands of fixatives and I've yet to find one that doesn't darken the colors. The best one is the Sennelier Soft Pastel Fixative. That one is the least darkening, however, it's very stinky. The Degas non-toxic fixative is nice as well. Okay, so sorry about the film again, and sorry if I'm a little shaky. I'm just holding you. I forgot to film the ending. And I just can't get out the tripod again. So, ooh, it's so sunny. All right, sorry. Okay, maybe that's a little better. Okay, so thank you for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you haven't hit like or subscribe or left a comment yet, I would love it if you did. That is a free, no-cost way to help support my channel. I hope you're participating in Art-tober and having fun. And until next time, happy creating.